It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 40's mark. 40's the mark. Come on, G. Slam. Check 24. Watch out.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
It's 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. First time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Jets nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
Good.
The end result, 21 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go now. 19-18. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Jets nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets nothing.
So Mike's number one. I got you. 60
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
13 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
On the carry.
9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. And
he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But it's now third down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now second and 11 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And
the Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and 11. The gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Number 8.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming from the line. He's coming with the arm.
On 4th down, here's the option. They throw it out right complete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in these situations. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Baltimore.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Raven, 1st down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall. The 1st down pass.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 31. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got a smash. 53. Not 53. We got. Check.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now here's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Jets 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
On the carry for
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Ravens.
Here's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Under 10, 10. Check 1 through.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Slam.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And 7.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken
The
down.
loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Check 37, check 37.
Watch twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check 13.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll run. This is Hill. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 35 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Jets 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And 3.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. There's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 21-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, and even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Jets 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You don't want none. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Check, check, check. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Go.
And they take a knee. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.